Today we will talk about a powerful story that teaches an important life lesson. It is the story of an old woman who used to beg for a living and a businessman who changed her life, not by giving her money, but by giving her an opportunity. On a chilly winter morning, people rushed in and out of a luxurious shopping mall. The glass doors opened and closed repeatedly as customers walked past, carrying shopping bags filled with expensive clothes, accessories, and electronics. Outside the grand entrance, on the cold pavement, sat an elderly woman wrapped in a torn shawl. Her frail hands trembled as she extended them toward passers-by, hoping for a few coins. Her name was Aina. She had once lived a comfortable life, but time had been unkind to her. After losing her husband and son in an accident, she found herself homeless and penniless. Every day she sat outside the shopping mall, watching people walk past her, some ignoring her presence completely, while others spared a few coins before moving on. "Please, son, just a little help," she said to a businessman who walked by in an expensive suit. He was tall, well-groomed, and looked like a man of success. The businessman paused and looked at her with a thoughtful expression. Instead of reaching into his pocket for money, he said, "Do you really want to keep begging forever?" Aina was taken aback. No one had ever asked her that question. "I have no choice," she murmured. The businessman nodded as if he had expected that answer. "Wait here," he said, and walked into the mall. A few minutes later, the businessman returned carrying a brand new digital weighing machine. He placed it in front of Amina and said, "People are always curious about their weight. Instead of begging, charge them a small fee to check their weight. This will give you a way to earn money with dignity." Aina stared at the machine in disbelief. "But I don't know if people will pay for this." The businessman smiled. "Try it. Everyone who enters this mall is health conscious. They won't mind paying a few coins to check their weight." Before Aina could protest further, the businessman handed her some initial coins for change, then walked away, disappearing into the crowd. Aina hesitated, but then placed a small cardboard sign beside her. "Check your weight, only 10 rupees. Hours passed, and Aina started losing hope. But just as she was about to give up, a young woman stopped. She looked at the sign, then at Amina, and smiled. "Why not?" the woman said, stepping onto the machine. Aina watched in amazement as the woman dropped a 10-rupee coin into the small metal box beside her. The machine displayed the woman's weight, and she noted it down on her phone. "Thank you," the woman said before walking away. Aina clutched the coin in her wrinkled hands. It was the first time in years that she had earned money instead of receiving it as charity. Word spread quickly. Soon, more people stopped by to check their weight. Some even came regularly, wanting to monitor their progress. Aina started making a steady income. With the money she earned, she bought a better chair, a small umbrella for shade, and a warm shawl for the winter. She also started saving a portion of her earnings. Weeks turned into months. She now had a small stall with a proper stand for the weighing machine. She upgraded to a more advanced digital machine that not only showed weight, but also BMI and body fat percentage. Customers preferred her service because it was cheap, quick, and convenient. One day, Aina sat counting her earnings. She realized she had saved enough to do something bigger. A memory flashed in her mind, her late husband's dream of opening a coffee shop. She decided to take a leap of faith. Using her savings, she rented a small space near the mall. She bought basic equipment, a coffee machine, a few chairs, and a counter. Aina named her shop Hope Cafe. The same people who once ignored her on the streets now came to her shop for coffee. Her story became an inspiration to many. One evening, as Aina was serving coffee, she noticed a familiar face walk in. It was the businessman who had given her the weighing machine. Tears welled up in her eyes as she rushed toward him. You changed my life," she sobbed, holding his hands. The businessman smiled warmly. "No, Aina, you changed your own life. I only gave you an opportunity." Aina wiped her tears and invited him to sit. She served him a cup of coffee, the best she had ever made. As they sat together, Aina realized something important. Giving someone money helps for a day, but giving them an opportunity helps for a lifetime. Instead of giving someone charity, help them start something of their own. Empower them to earn with dignity.